So this is how I got the add new problem to work. Let's start with what the view looks like. So this is under views, pages, and it's called add problem. So I grabbed the templates that just has that login, logout thing at the very top and some other text, not a big deal. And then inside the content, I open a new form and have it directed to problems /new, and I'll show you where that goes in here in a second. Let's see, I ask for title, content, and then I'm having a selector of all the possible formats, of all the possible types, and all the possible levels. So this is 3 different selectors. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. And then here I ask the user, add any tags, comma separated, and I call this new tags. And then this page is passed something called current tags. And so for each one of those, I create a checkbox where I make a tags array that has any IDs that get added. So that seems to work pretty well. And then a submit and close. Let me show you, well, I'll just show you what it looks like first. So let me just make this smaller. There we go. So the tags show up. Here's what the pull downs look like. I just populated these things. This is the type. This is the format. This is the type. This is the level. Then you can add some tags here, and here's the tags that have been added so far. Let's see. Energy would be this one. Momentum is this one. Angular momentum is this one, and heat is this one. Then you hit submit. So what does that look like in the controller then? So that's my controller is called problems, and in the problems controller I did a few things. First of all, I did this construct thing to make sure that you have to be logged in to use this page at all. So any of these problems ones, for now anyways, you have to be logged in to use them. I did this RESTful true, talked about that before. That's so you can do separately get and posts. On the get side for oh, and I also had to make this function called prepare selector just to get it in the right format so that those pull downs worked. So the get new then does several things. First of all, it grabs all of the formats, it grabs all of the types, and grabs all of the levels and populates those into some variables that I can pass. It also grabs all the current tags with this simple command here. Then I make that thing that you saw before, that view you saw, and I give it formats, levels, types, and the current tags, and that's how it's able to produce all of those things. Once you hit submit, it goes to the post. So it goes to post, and so I just grab all of the things that people have typed. One of the things I have to do is get the user model, or sorry, get the user ID, and so you can get that with the authentication method, I guess that's called, or bundle. Then I slap all that together into a problem array, title, question, and all of the format IDs. Then I have to get the model for the user. So I say user find that user ID, so it knows who that user is, knows everything about them. And I say, okay, well then set the problem to user. I've got a problem here. Please insert this current problem, and then rename problem or prob with the appropriate model. I need that to do the stuff that down below. So I explode all of the things that they type in that separated by commas. I should probably have a trim in here in case they put some white space we don't need. Could have done the trim, I don't know, here I guess. If a new tag is totally blank, it means that nobody entered anything. So if it's not blank, add to prob that in the tags method, insert these tags, and here's where I make sure that it gets the user ID. So I've already grabbed the user ID, so I can tell it what the user ID. That's how we do our 3-way pivot table. The old tags, it grabs the array called tags, but if there are none, it'll return none. So I say as long as it's not none, for each of those tags, attach it. So this is not insert, it's attach. So these tags already exist, but I want the pivot table to understand that. So that, let me just show you quickly what the database looks like. If we go to problems, we can see that I've got several problems in here. Sorry. Several problems in here, and let's just take a look at this last one. Its ID is 7. Let's go to problem tag and see where 7 exists. So 7 is attached with tag number 9 and tag number 5. So let's go look at tags. Tag number 9 and 5. So 5 is energy and 9 is heat, so that's how I tag those.